Welcome to EDU World Space.
In number 6, the problem asks us to determine the correct rejection region for a chi-square test with a significance level of 0.025. So we're given that the categories of wrong dosage use and the number of ADEs, and the total ADEs is 95. The null hypothesis is that the true percentage of ADEs in the 5 cause categories are equal. For a chi-square test, the degrees of freedom is calculated as the number of categories minus 1. So there are 5 categories. So the degrees of freedom is 4. So we need the critical value for chi-square with 4 degrees of freedom at an alpha of 0.025. From the chi-square distribution table, the critical value for an alpha of 0.025 and 4 degrees of freedom is about 11.1433. So the correct rejection region is option A, reject the null hypothesis if chi-square is greater than 11.1433. In number 7, we're given a multinomial experiment with 4 cells and 400 observations. We need to construct a 95% confidence interval for the probability associated with cell 2. For a multinomial distribution, the confidence interval for the probability can be approximated using the normal approximation for large samples. P hat plus or minus the critical z times the square root of p hat times 1 minus p hat over n. So p hat for the second cell is 215 out of the 400, which is 0.5375. So the margin of error is 0.5375 plus or minus a critical z, which for 95% is 1.96. And n is 400. So our lower boundary is 0.489, and our upper boundary 0.586. So this also matches A.